Back again, YouTube. It is your boy Juggalo Rambo bringing another video for y'all today. Keeping the content moving and grooving. This time coming in with Adam Calhoun. I was not a good dad, Well, I don't really know what to say about that, I feel like he is a good dad, but he got his own opinion. Everybody got their own opinions. Maybe that was way back when he first had him, but now, he is a good dad, and I guess he wants to talk about it, or I don't exactly know what it is. I ain't seen it, first time, just like y'all. If this is your first time, but it's my first time seeing it, so I don't know exactly what he's talking about. I'm sure it'll be close to something like that, but I already know it's gonna be good, inspirational. He's gonna let y'all know uh, what needs to be said, what he feels like needs to be said, and we're gonna listen. So I hope y'all having a good and blessed day, loving everybody and everything, doing them good deeds you're supposed to do, keeping it wicked. All my Juggalo fam, and just love everybody and everything, and stay safe. Whoop whoop. Y'all already know, and hoping y'all like my videos. Leave some comments. We're gonna get up in it and see what he's got to talk about. So let's do it.
Alright, this is going to be a very personal video, a little bit about my life, but mostly about me as a parent. And everyone's always like, man, Adam, you're such a good dad. I wish I had that kind of relationship with my kid. I had my son when I was 19 years old. I was a kid. And yeah, I don't give a fuck what you say, 18, you're an adult. No. I was 19. I didn't know shit. First of all, labor. What the whole? Sitting there watching everything come out, and it's like an alien. I was in his life every single day for about a year, and then things didn't work out, and I'm back at home at my mom's. I become one of these fathers, the every other weekend thing. I want to be out. I'm fucking bitches. I'm doing that stuff. Take him to his first day of preschool, and it's so funny because he's such a short little guy. He was so short that his backpack was dragging on the ground when I dropped him off, and I'll never forget that. But anyways, by the time he's 5 years old, I don't see him very much anymore. I'm doing my own thing, and I'm thinking about myself. I don't really care about anything but myself. He's like 7 years old, and finally I try to come back into his life, and at this time I was fighting a case about to go to prison. I ended up going to prison. Now while I'm in prison, his mom brings him to see me, and I'll never forget it. I wrote a letter and I said, man, everything's gonna be good when I get out of here. When I get out of here, it's gonna be me and you. I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna change everything. And a lot of dads might write that letter or say these things to their kids and never actually cash that in and actually back up what they said. Well, he still has this letter to this day. That's an old piece of paper. It's over 10 years old now. And I actually cashed it in. And when I got out of prison, I never looked back. I grew up without my father, not well off, which is whatever. I called some other guy that was my stepdad dad my whole life. He raised me. But my real father, not in my life. So as a younger guy, I'm not in my son's life. And I don't want to repeat this cycle. I'm home from prison. I'm working all these odd jobs. It's hard to get a job when you're a felon, even if you're white. I get a phone call one day. It's his mom. Now, remember, I said his mom was always off and on drugs. And she says, come get your son. He's I can't handle him anymore. Come get him. He's like 9 or 10 years old at this point. No, he's 9. I'm driving out there. I'm about a half an hour away. She calls and she says, never mind, turn around. I got it under control. Don't ever call here again. I'm like, bitch, you called me. I said I would never do that again. If she ever calls me again, I'm not turning around. I'm going there. I'm taking my son, and I'm never looking back. So 6 months go by. Boom, I get a phone call. It's her again. She says, come get your son. I can't handle him. I get there. I make it all the way there. I tell him to pack all his stuff, put it in garbage bags, whatever. We take all his shit and we leave. He's 10 now at this point. I could have cried when I walked into that house and seen his room and his clothes, and it was just nasty and dirty, and all the clothes we threw in the bags I ended up just throwing out and getting him new clothes and new shoes. And I tried to get him to wear better stuff, and he just wasn't used to wearing it, so he didn't give a fuck. He looked at me like, man, fuck you. I don't care what you're saying to me. He's 10 and he's already like, fuck everything, right? He definitely didn't know discipline. His mom tried to discipline him, and he'd be like, yeah, whatever. So one night, I'm cooking dinner. Dinner's about to be done. I say, Taman, come down. It's time to eat. Hold on. Okay. Taman, come down. It's time to eat. Fuck this. Finally, I go upstairs. Go in the room. I'm like, yo, Taman, it's time to eat, man. Come on. He's like, what the hell? Jesus! He's never been disciplined by me ever, and I've never heard him talk to me like that. So I said, Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus. And I grabbed this kid by his throat and slammed him up against the wall. And the whole time I'm like, Jesus, what are you major? And you know, I throw him. It's crazy, right? So what I'm saying is, 10 years had went by where his dad was in and out of his life. His mom is off and on drugs, and now all of a sudden, oh, well, now you want to be my dad? Now you want me to listen to you? I had a shitty job. The company went out of business. I lost my job. I lost my car. I lost my license. I lost everything.
I love this shit, man. It's just fucking awesome. I love when people, this artists are big like this, you know, they feel like they can take the time to explain their life and their story, you know, what they've been through, how they live, not only in their songs, but also, you know, in social media and stuff, and really connect with people and their fans and everything. It's just amazing, man. I love it. I just love when people do that. That's why he's one of my favorite, and you know, always will be. He speaks his mind. He lets y'all know. He lets us know, and you know, that's what I'm saying, man. It's just I like how he's telling this story because, you know, people need to understand, you know, like he said. Yeah, I can understand what he's saying.
Everything I had, I moved in my basement of my brother's house. I set up a room for us. We both had our own bed, and we're both in the basement together. And one day, I'm looking at him, and he's kind of crying. I'm like, Tammy, what's going on? What's wrong? And he said, I'll never forget this shit ever. It hurts me to this day. He said, Dad, this isn't normal. And he's crying, and I'm, what's not normal? We live in Uncle Danny's basement, and right there I knew I had to do something more to support my family, my child. I got a phone call by one of my best friends, Eric.
I feel you.
Saved my life. He said, hey man, we got a job opening here at this plant. You could get hired right away. They don't care about your background. I told him you're a hard worker. You just got to show up, and I showed up. And I never looked back. I didn't have a car. I lived in my brother's basement. I ran to the train station, took the train into work every day, and then jumped off the train, got on the L, took the L into the hood, and that's where the plant is, 48th and Western in Chicago. And I worked. And I did that until I
real shit.
Got my license back.
Hard work.
Got a vehicle. Got out of my brother's basement. Got a little duplex.
Dedication.
And that's when I made my first video about how kids nowadays aren't like how I grew up, and it went viral, and then it exploded after that. So now I'm working, and all of a sudden I'm making these weird little videos, and everyone's like, what are you doing making these videos? My family members are like disowning me, and my son, I'm doing videos with him, and he thinks it's fun. You know, he's having a hard time in school. At this point, he's 14 years old. He's like a freshman in high school. I find him smoking weed for the first time. You mother... So instead of going crazy and smacking him up, I said, all right, just give me the weed. Where's it at? Dad, I'm not doing it. I swear to God. Just give it to me right now. We'll go to breakfast and we won't talk about it. So he goes in his little chair in his compartment like fucking MacGyver and takes out this weed and gives it to me. I said, okay, thank you. No more. Don't ever do this in the house. I can't stop you. You can do what you want, but you shouldn't be doing this. Don't do it in the house. I go to breakfast. We don't talk about it again. Anyways, these are things that you go through being a parent. You go through these things. My kid would never smoke. My kid would never drink. It's going to happen.
I took
every route with my son. I took the, okay, buddy, I love you.
You can't stop.
Laid back route. I took the, come here, you little motherfucker. I took that route. I took the just yelling route. I took the, give me a hug, I love you, it's my fault route. I took every single route with him, but after everything was all said and done, I was always there. From the day I picked him up from his mom's to the day he graduated high school, I made sure he graduated high school, because let me tell you something. I graduated high school, but I wasn't able to walk across the platform and get my diploma because I was a jackass. I was a troublemaker in high school. Go figure. He almost didn't graduate high school.
Same here.
Because he was just like me.
Same here. I didn't walk across the stage of high school. I had to go get my damn diploma from fucking COAs, what it's called here, and it's a college type thing. Get my diploma, you know, and I walked across the stage there, but I did go back and get my shit, and you know, made sure I walked across the stage and did my thing. Yes, that's what you're supposed to do.
He just wanted to get out of there, so we got him out of there. He walked across, got his diploma. I got tears. So happy. It was the proudest moment of my life. And it wasn't even my life. It was his life. We were breaking the cycle, you know. I am a dad to my son. My dad was not. You know, he graduated and walked across the thing in high school. I didn't. I just wanted to make him a better human than I was. I think as parents, that's all we can do is raise our kids the best we know how, and hope and pray that they turn out better than we were.
Damn
I say
right.
all that
Damn
to
right.
say this. People praise me on how good of a father I am. I was a piece of shit at one time. I was not present in my son's life. I only thought about myself, and I'm sure when he needed me the most, I wasn't there. It breaks my heart. But I got home from prison and I had him when he was 10, and I never stopped, and I still don't stop to this day. He's 19.
Facts.
That is my son. That is my
Facts.
brother, my best friend. I love that kid to death, and he saved my life and he changed my life forever, and I will hope that he thinks the same of me. We've been able to do shit that I was never able to do with my dad because he wasn't there. You know, like go on vacation. I was there, and I put that blue cord on him.
Damn right.
When he graduated. Listen, the world is not all bad, and never count anybody out. People will surprise you, sometimes in the greatest way possible. Raising kids ain't easy. Being a parent is confusing. Yes, I have smacked the shit out of my kid and thrown him through drywall in the house. I've also loved him, hugged him, talked to him, cared
Damn
for
right.
him, and would do anything for him to this day and forever because that is my responsibility. He's my child. But there was a time in life where I was a piece of shit dad. So if you're a dad or a mom out there and you're not around your kid right now, just understand it's the most important thing in life. Taking care of your kids is the most important thing in life. The only way they will learn good and bad things is through you being there or your lack of being there. One more thing, hold on. I would just like to say to my dad, wherever you are out there, if you see these things or not, thank you for not being in my life the way you should have been, because it made me, at the end of the day, it made me understand how important it is to be a good father.
Damn right. Damn right. That was a good damn video, man. Good damn video. Yes, I feel it. Emotional. It's inspirational.
Listen up. The soap you shower with? It's
All of the above. You know? And that shit was just good all around. You know, it needed to be said, it needed to be heard. You know? People always think one thing and they don't know the whole story, but you know, he's one of them that he'll give you the whole story, you know. And like I said, raising a kid is hard. I'm about to have my first kid now, you know. I already know it's gonna be hard, even though it's my first one. And I'm still gonna love him to death, be there for him every day. It's what you're supposed to do. And damn right. So let me know what y'all thinking. Hoping y'all like the video. Leave some comments. Hit the like, subscribe, and the bell if you hadn't already. We keeping it moving and grooving. It's your boy Juggalo Rambo, and I'll be back for more. Hope everybody has a good and blessed day or night, wherever you might be. Loving everybody and everything. Doing them good deeds you're supposed to do and staying safe. Whoop whoop to my Juggalo fan. Much wicked clown love for life. Stay wicked. And like I say, stay tuned. I will be back for more. So, peace. Love y'all.